good afternoon, good evening. It's Kylie Bertucci, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. And I'm not sure if you can hear that noise, but if you can, it's a fresh coffee getting made. Grab your beveragino. It's time for some crafting together. And I've got some doozies today. Some doozies. In other words, I think you'll really enjoy our cards today because it's really frustrating when paper comes in 6x6. Do you all feel similar? Do you struggle to know what to do with the other side of the paper? So you can cut like a full front piece and then you're left with this. What do I do with this little piece here? So I'm going to help you with your 6x6 paper today to get the most out of it, because we want to love it, chop it. We want to use our paper. No more hoarding. Yes. Use the paper. Hello. Oh, there's a blizzard. Oh my goodness. There's weird weather everywhere. Apparently yesterday here in Victoria we had hail and rain. We were at the movies, so I think we missed it all because we were at the cinema. But it was just crazy weather all around the world, hey? And there was, I think Melissa said, dropping low teens tonight, and it's 26 now. So 26, can someone do the conversion for me? What's that in Celsius? Because I saw on Rose Coleman's, I think it was her Instagram, that they were like minus 26 or even more, I think it was. It was crazy. I was like, oh my goodness, I don't think I could do that weather. Sorry. But Australia's, I think it's cold at times, but not that cold. That's like next level. Kate's in Perth and it's sunny and hot. Kylie's in Melbourne across the other side of Australia. And look, it's mild today. It's not freezing. It's quite good, actually. For the majority of you, it'd be a really nice summer's day. It is meant to be summer here, though, which is a bit strange. -3. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rosemary in Canada, she was saying like -20 something. Oh, it was crazy. Oh, freezing. Well, grab a hot drink and craft. Do some crafting with me because you're not going anywhere. You're stuck inside with me. We're going to have some fun together. Did I rub in my little rouge on the side here properly? I was just imagining 2 little dots of rouge on the side. So, do you want to have a look at the cards I've done? I've actually prepared. I prepared earlier this week, and I'm very excited with myself. Let me show you what I have done while I have a sippy sip of my coffee. And I'll do a flippy flip of the camera. You don't need to be hearing me sip or drink coffee. Okay, you're ready to receive, people. I think you're really going to enjoy these cards. So this was a challenge from my team. Well, I kind of challenged myself because we did a catalogue walkthrough of the brand new mini coming out on January 5th. Demonstrators can get everything now. So if you're not a demonstrator, think about it. There's some really cool specials coming, which I'll tell you all about in a moment. But this is actually... Oh, am I going to even remember the name? Of course. Oh, Regency Park. I think I did get I was like, you're not going to remember the name, Kylie. You can't even remember the name of something that happened yesterday. But I think I have. I think I've surprised myself, people. Now, this suite, we looked at it and everyone was like, yes, Regency Park. We looked at it and everyone was, I don't know. We've got flowers. I don't know if I like that paper. So it's on page 30 and 31. So I decided to challenge myself, and my goal is to make them go, oh my goodness, I have to have it. I can't live without it. I have to get it now. So you ready to receive? I'll just turn this over a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness. Can we see what we're receiving here, people? News, news, news. Check that out. Might even put my little face in there. Do a little smile there for you. Hi. Do you think you're going to make this with me today? I hope you do, because it was a lot of fun and it's really, really simple. Like really easy. Especially when I show you exactly what I did. You love this, sweet Melissa. Oh, that's so good. Yes, the pop of yellow. I loved this background. Oh, good. You're all very happy. Now, one thing about these dies that I personally think is really cool and very unique is the fact that it layers, you can layer underneath, and it's actually cut like that. So I'm going to show you exactly how that nests underneath there. That was a big surprise to me. I didn't realize that those dies that come in this suite, that's how they work. I've also, in this one, I've just added a little bit of like a second layer. So I just cut them from the piece and then cut it and then placed it over the top. And I really like that because I think if I had just done it in petal pink, it didn't look quite right. But if I just had the white, even that, it just looked a bit boring. So this was a good alternative of using that die. And yet another alternative of using that die is this one here. And I don't often do this, but this is what I did with the leftover piece that's left from this piece. So that together is a 6x6, people. So this is what we did with the 6x6 paper. And then I've done an embossed piece. Instead of another piece of paper, you can use embossing. And the dies actually line up on top of that piece here. So you can cover that whole thing if you want to with these smaller flowers. But because this sentiment was just a little bit small, I ended up sort of bringing in more flowers and brought them closer to the sentiment just to fill in that space a little bit more because it was a little bit empty. So if you did decide to use something like just You Are Amazing, you could actually do it, but just fill it in with more flowers to just make that space a little bit smaller. Yeah, so there you go. So are they nudie runs? Nudie! Oh, we got one nudie. No, you're happy. Good little one. What about this side? Oh, you're a good little one. So we've got one nudie, one little naughty one. We'll fix you later. So let's jump on in. And of course, in true Kylie style, we're going to change the colours yet again. Because that's what we do here, right? We like to mash things up and to have a bit of fun with some colours. So we've got all sorts of beautiful colours. And one thing I did say to my team when we were looking at the catalogue was just be really mindful to look at this paper individually, not as one unit. Because I think if you look at it as one bulk unit, it looks very, what's going on here? And that is the technical term for how it looks. But when you look at it individually, gorgeous, gorgeous papers. So just take them one on one. Don't look at each. Don't look at it as an entirety. Even that one there, look at those two combos. Ooh, yes. That's instead of some embossing. It's like almost embossed for you. But I feel like I'm vibing this one here today. It's calling my name. Kylie. Kylie. That's what it's saying. I really like that one too. That's really pretty. And we could possibly, what's on the other side of this? Ooh, I love that yellow dots. I really like that one with it. That one looks really nice, doesn't it? What's on the back of here? Oh, yeah, that's all right. And we've got plenty. We've got 4 sheets of each. So you've got plenty to play around with, which is awesome. And I think with this blue one here, I think we could do this one here, but I think it needs a little bit of that beautiful petal pink to bring it out. I think we're going to go with that. What do you reckon, people? And this is probably the hardest decision of this whole process. It's just picking the paper, picking your combo. Oh, that's pretty too. I think I'll do that too. Those two there will look good. I don't know whether we'll end up making two, but we'll try our hardest. I'll do my dandiness. So I think I'll do this one here because this one's super easy and quick. Look at that. Isn't that the best? So all we're going to do is grab our trimmer, and if any of you have my card template tutorials, which I'm hoping by now that it's all of you, all of you have my card template tutorials, don't you? Yes. So if you don't, I'll pop up the link there. And what you're going to do is use those card templates to measure what size paper you're going to use. Now there's two sizes you can use for a card front size. You can do Cajun Craze, which is actually your card base. I usually use Gorgeous Grape, or by the way, I found my Calypso Coral, people. It was hiding in one of the papers. I knew it. It was hidden away. I opened it up and out it popped. I was like, oh, hello little one. You've been on an adventure, haven't you? So that one is edge to edge. So if you want that beautiful edge to edge paper look, then your Cajun Craze is the right measurement for you and your country. But I tend to like a little lip, not too big a lip. And I like to go with the Poppy Parade size, which gives it just that little sort of edge there around the whole side, the border. But you could even go smaller. Like you could, start experimenting with the other sizes and start bringing it in and going smaller. But I liked this one personally. Although on this one, I will tell you exactly what I did here. I have done 2 layers. So I did a Poppy Parade layer with basic white, and then the paper I've actually done Melon Mambo size, so that you've got this beautiful, and I do think those layers really do matter, because look how this beautiful tiny little layer of basic white comes in with that beautiful, I think it brings in the flowers and that white look. So let's do that. So what do we need? What colours are we going for in this base? We could still go for a Night of Navy because there's like some nice Night of Navy there. But let's have a look. I'm pretty sure that this is the Balmy Blue. And we've also got Petal Pink. I don't think Petal Pink will be able to hold its own. Let's have a little look here. Oh, you might surprise me, little one. That actually doesn't look so bad. Here is Night of Navy. Oh, that looks very nice, doesn't it? I think the Night of Navy is going to be my winner, but I will get the Balmy Blue. It's this one here. Look, I don't mind that. I just feel like it's a little bit Limp Bizkit. It doesn't have that, hi there, hi, I'm serving you up on some Night of Navy. It has confidence, that Night of Navy. It's strutting its stuff. If it could walk, it would be moving its hips from side to side. It's like, hello there. Yes, you want to know me. Now, I cut mine at Calypso Coral, but you could do yours the Gorgeous Grape size, which is basically this way. Isn't that amazing? Just the way that you cut it. If you cut it in a different direction, you get a card base. It's still half of your cardstock, which if you're doing your card bases right, it will be half of your cardstock. but it just has a different feel. In actual fact, we probably should be doing a landscape card, although did I do them all landscape? Oh no, I did one portrait for you and these two landscape. So let's do another portrait. We'll do another portrait one because I've already chopped it. I do have some more Night of Navy here though. Chop it. So then I use my trimmer to fold my card base in half. So you go right to the edge and right to the top so that you know that everything's going to line up. And then I'm just going to squish that down from the left to the right. And guess what happens, people? You have a perfectly aligned card. And you can do that with your Stamparatus too. It's really handy. Bruno Bertucci taught me that tip. That smart husband of mine. Then we're going to have a basic white layer. Do I have some white in the house, people? Yes, I do. Oh, I'm a bit more organised than I expected to be. It's because I didn't put away my things from before. Why would you put things away? It's just so inconvenient. You just have to pull it out again. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to get everything now. Nah, it's all here for me. There we go. So this is Poppy Parade size that I've cut that one, which will look like so. There we go. Ooh. It's saying I've used a lot of storage. Which device is that? Angle 1, built-in camera. Oh, I've got too many files on my computer and it's saying, no, you have used one of your computer storage. When Bruno heard that, he was just like, what have you got on your computer? Because you have a lot of space on your computer. But it's all these amazing talks from our training. Oh, there's Liz Yule, Angela Merritt's Reed. Ah, so many amazing speakers. Kim Dent. Oh, Cheryl. There we go. That should keep you all happy. Oh, my Instagram video. I'll keep that one. Although I've got two of them. Oh, seriously, I'm such a hot mess. And you all love it, right? Because you're the same as me. And if you're not, you're shaking your head right now and I love it. Okay, that should be okay. And then I've got to make sure to empty the bin on my computer. And then hopefully we don't have a flashing red line telling me, alert. We don't want it to shut down on us, do we? Now, one cool thing with this, let me show you this really cool tip here. And you may not realize this with my card templates. This is a big, big thing. So I need you to listen very carefully. So we're going to cut it at the Poppy Parade size. Whee! And you could actually leave it like edge to edge if you wanted to. But I'm going to do it actually we're going to be cutting it down. But anyway, just for the sake of this tutorial, I want to show you this cut down to Poppy Parade size. And did you know that this layer here, Basic Grey, some of you might be like, what on earth is this layer here? Why did Kylie put this random weird line here? Well, welcome to the random weird line. This is why I have the Basic Grey size. And it is such a cool little tip because then you can look at your card and you can say, all right, I want to have the Basic Grey size. And this is going to go edge to edge, this one, so that you can cut down if you want to. But that is basically coming from the other side of your 6x6. So you can basically work out a card like this because you've got two of these. And if you put two of these on, you've got a card front, peeps. Or at least one side to decorate. And then you could just do your regular Poppy Parade size. You can cut it down obviously to size to fit what you want, but that is the leftover piece of 6x6. So that's just a handy little guide for you to make sure that you're using all of your 6x6 paper. So I'm just going to cut this now down to Melon Mambo size, because I forgot we need to cut it down a little bit further. Just tiny, that tiny little piece there makes such a difference, because then you see when you layer that on there, when you have that little mat, it's just so amazing. Like when you have, that is to me the thing that just makes a card really special, is having these beautiful layers, because no card that you get from the shop is going to have anything quite as beautiful as this, particularly when you're using these beautiful layers, and it sturdies the card as well. Like I love having a card with like a little bit of weight to it. It's like, oh, this is a sturdy card. I love it. It's robust. I just want to use that word, everyone. Robust. Now, what we're going to do is, I know I'm in a very strange mood today. What we're going to do is we're going to stick this down, and then we'll see if we'll add a ribbon or not. We've got our amazing Tombow glue here. I like to use my Tombow, especially on layers like this, because I can never get anything straight. Even if I think I've got it straight, then all of a sudden it's crooked. It like jumps and goes and laughs at my face. And I'm like, oh, it's crooked again. How did I make it crooked again? And then this one here, hang on a second. I just found something over here. Do I want polka dots? I think I want polka dots, not the other flowers. Really love polka dots, I really do. So what we can do here, I'm just going to cut this down. It doesn't actually matter about this side here, because it's a little bit yes, we want it that size, and we want it that size. Now you could totally just have it like have two pieces, but I find it easier when there's one full sheet. But we'll have a look. We'll gauge it and we'll test it out. So I've just cut it to the Melon Mambo size. And you can see there you've got that beautiful piece here on the side. Then we've got the amazing ribbon that comes in this suite, and it is so pretty. It is called Bordered Ribbon, and it's actually Night of Navy, which is perfect with our card base. And I just basically used tear and tape to put that down, and I just think it's such a beautiful, it's a really, really good ribbon for bows as well. We need a good bow ribbon. You had me at bows. And I thought I'll use the bow. I'll use the ribbons, because a lot of you will say, oh, I don't know how to do, like I don't use my paper, but I also don't use my ribbon. We're all guilty of it. We need to use it. Yes, that is correct. The cane weave. Nicole has it correct. You're welcome, Jane. Thanks for the humour. What did I say? I don't even remember. Oh, maybe the Night of Navy. He's strutting his stuff. He's like a handsome man walking into a room. Hi, ladies. And everyone goes, Night of Navy's in the house, everyone. Why, hello, Night of Navy. Welcome to the party. He is. He's a very confident man, that Night of Navy. Troublemaker. Now I need to use that embossing folder. I'm not a troublemaker. I'm an enabler. Call me enabler. When you watch this video, I have heard some husbands say to their wives, how much is Kylie gonna cost me today? because it seems to be her fault that you go shopping afterwards. Sorry, husbands, but I'm sure all of you have your hobbies. Your wife needs one too. It's mental sanity, right? Let us have our party. But I must say, it really did surprise me how stunning this is with the embossing folder. And I did it to the edge. I did the full... And this one I actually didn't put a layer underneath, and it looks absolutely gorgeous too. So you don't have to do the layer. So this one I've done Poppy Parade size. Yeah. So what have we got? We've got, I think if we do a nice ribbon on here, I might do it in the middle here, but let's cut out our sentiment pieces first, and we'll make sure that we've got this one all ready to go. I feel like I want a little bit more of the polka dot, so I'm just going to actually cut this down, and this can be our piece for the inside of the card, so that we don't have any nudie rudies in the house. But I really like that. I think that that size there, to me, feels more balanced. Because I want it to be out there, but I wanted this one to be... It makes more sense for me for that to be bigger. And then we're going to have that ribbon piece down the middle there. So we need another Poppy Parade sized matting, and we're going to glue that all down. Isn't this cool? Don't you love 6x6 now, people? I think a lot of us are scared to cut our paper wrong. So once we know how to cut it, then we don't have to do we can if we want to, but we don't have to do a big, like, what are they called? One sheet wonders. You just use your paper when you want to use it, because sometimes we don't have time to do an entire pack of paper and it feels overwhelming. Whereas with this type of solution, like personally, I found One Sheet Wonder very overwhelming. I looked at all of the math and all of the measurements and I went, I'm not having fun right now, and I'm walking away. Can't handle this One Sheet Wonder. But some of you love it, and if you do, fantastic. My only goal with Love It, Chop It is just to make sure that we're using our paper. So I just found, for me, it just did not, it hurt my brain. I was not enjoying it. So this way you can just do one here and there. Like we've just done two, and we've done it from this piece, we've done a full one, and then we've done a leftover. And it's so simple. It's not hurtful. It's not like we've got 10 million cards now to get through. We've just got a couple. And then you can come back and use the exact same design, exact same layout for all your other papers. And so then when someone comes along and go, do you have a card for me? I really need a card. And you're like, are you kidding me? Do you know how long these cards take me to make? But now you can go, sure, I'll have one for you in 5 minutes. Can you just wait a moment? Just come and sit down here. Have a cuppa while I make you a card like this. And they'll be like, wow, you're so talented. You're so quick at that. Yeah, I really am. I'm that good. Now I'm going to bring in something very special. Firstly, we need some more basic white. I think I'm going to do basic white on both of them. Yes. And we're also going to bring in the amazing new dies that I want to introduce you to. So there we go. There we go. There are the amazing new dies. So we're going to be using this guy. Now, I highly recommend, and it's a really odd thing that I've done. Oh, here it is here. I was meant to put it in. But I've basically run this through with every single flower that's in here. So all of the other ones, I'll pull this out and show you what I mean. And these magnetic sheets, Bruno just got them from eBay. The ones from Amazon he didn't like, he said. They were too thin. But all of these flowers here, these separate ones, I just ran them through because I was really scared. I heard a ching and one fell, and I was very worried that I had lost one. So I was very happy to have this guide. Or even if just you write somewhere that you've got how many flowers you've got. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 little mini extra flowers outside of the flowers on the dies. Well, actually, I lie. You could actually say how many of these, because some of them are combined. But yes, just a little tip for you, because they're very tiny, very easy to lose. And we don't want to lose our flowers. We would cry if we lost them. We're like, mourning the death of our flowers. Okay, so can I fit 2 this way? Because I want to introduce you to a new friend of mine. I might need to do some surgery because it's not going to fit that way. That's okay. I forgive you, my new friend. But I do want to use you. I've got other pieces here I could possibly use. Oh, what are these? Let's have a look at this size. Are any of these big enough? No. What about this? Ooh. May have found a winner. Oh, it's a little bit too short that way. No, that scrappy piece doesn't work. Find another scrappy piece. I'm going to have a scrap with my scrappy piece. Yes. Okay. So we'll just chop this down because I want to make it possible to use my new little friend. Come over here because it's so convenient. Look, I'm using one hand. Look at you, little guy. Hello. Come over here. So, how do you get your hands on a Boho Blue stem? Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you how you can get your hands on one of these gorgeous little babies. I think I've got... Oh, I need one more. One more piece. It's gone walkabout. There you are. Welcome back, little one. Now, at the moment, demonstrators can order this. We can go online, go into a demonstrator order and order it. That's one way that you can get it. If you're not a demonstrator, there's a couple of options that you have. One option is that you join and then you can add it to your fully customizable starter kit. Or you can wait until January, which is my recommendation for all of you. Wait until Jan, and then you can get the special. And let me explain the special. It's a little bit, I will admit to you, the special is a little bit confusing here in Australia. There is one special that includes the mini stem, and there's one that doesn't. So you just have to keep that in mind. And basically, Stampin' Up! Are giving away heaps more product. Like so much more product than normal. Oops, I used the wrong layers. But I was suddenly like, why am I using that one? It's the grey, then the white, and then the white. You're meant to use the white one. Actually, I should test it on here. I haven't tested the white one, because it is probably a little bit thicker. But yeah, you basically can get the mini stem for $40 instead of the usual $110 in January. And get extra product too. I think you get like almost more than double the amount of free product. Normally you get $66 for free. In January, I'm pretty sure it's around... Anyway, I'll have a look before I say how much it is. because I won't guess. So look at this, people. Look at this die. Whee! Look at that. Isn't that the coolest? So it actually like creates that little nest for you. It does all the work for you, because you probably see this die and think, how did they tuck it underneath like that? That looks so cool. Is that part of the die? Like, how did that happen? That was what I was doing. That was literally a reenactment of me seeing this die on someone's card for the first time. I think it was yours, Janelle, if Janelle's in the house. I was like, Nelly, how did you do la la? Crafty. Yay. So we'll see if it reboots itself. It may not reboot over on Facebook, but we shall see. Un momento, por favor. But where was I? Hopefully you can see that beautiful screen there. Frozen as frozen can be. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Oh, I think we're back. Yay! I'm slowly getting used to this system, and I think we're about to change our system. Because that's what you do once you know how to figure it all out. Oh, back! Yay! Hello, everyone. And I was very calm. Normally I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to lose them all. But I was very calm. I just went out and it was like, oh, it wasn't my computer that was full. It was my iPad. So I had to go delete a video. Oh dear. We love technology, but sometimes it's a pain in the bottom. Pain in the little buttocks. Like, how could you? Don't you know we've got things to do here, people? P.S. I forgot at the beginning. We might have some watchers here, but anyway, I'll just remember to send them the link when I see them next. But I forgot right at the beginning of our video today that we had a kids craft class yesterday, and it's the first time I've done that in such a long time, with some friends, kids of ours. And I just wanted to do a shout out to these gorgeous girls. So firstly, Happy Sipper was the first one who made, actually, I think Harlequin made me a card, and then Happy Sipper, she gave me a card as well. But look how cute this is, everyone. Oh, it's those robot dies, which, can I say, is perfect for boys and girls. They absolutely loved it. The boys didn't so much like the butterflies, so they were all up for the robot. But she's written inside here for me, oh, let's be friends. I love you so much. Thank you for helping me. I hope you have a great day. Love, Happy Sipper. Oh, so cute. And she did such a good job. We did that together. And then Harlequin, she did... Hello, Kylie. I love you. These girls are about, I think they're probably around 5 or 6. Harlequin probably is about 5, actually. She's little. And then she used this one here, the Notes of Cheer kit. So if you haven't looked at the Notes of Cheer kit, oh my goodness, it's so cute. Absolutely adore it. And she said, Kylie, I love you. My heart just was like, bursting. And then this one, I love this one. Ready? Oh, I love it. It's back to front and I love it. And that's me, everyone. Can you tell? Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? They're so adorable. So anyway, I wanted to show you the girls' cards because I said to them, I'll put you on my YouTube tomorrow. And they were very excited. They were like, yes, we're on Kylie's YouTube. So thank you, Happy Sipper, and thank you very much, Harlequin. You girls are gorgeous. So anyway, where were we? We were back here crafting away. We digressed. I'll let you all go and get a Brevagino. Oh, a blizzard for Kelly. Ooh. A left-handed card. I like that, Nessa. And it is a great likeness. Thank you, Michelle. I thought so myself too. I think she may have even used a filter on me, I think. It was very cute. So we'll put that through. Just for a few of these, because I want to have a few to choose from. I like when I'm cutting, I'm like, you know what, while I'm here, I'll just do a few extra, or I'll do a few others that I want. It's just handy. Hi, Bruno Bertucci. Welcome. You missed my my iPad meltdown. As you were making coffee out there, I could hear you. I was like, should I call Bruno in? And I'm like, no, I'll just end up stressing more. So I'm like, you can figure it out. You are a confident, clever woman, Kylie. You can do this without Bruno's help. And I did. I fixed it. And I even went back live again. Literally, this is what I want to do. Jessie loves it when I do this. This is what I want to do for myself right now. Good job, Kylie. High five yourself. I love a high five to self. So much fun. Now, let's go in there. So if you use the trays, some people, I think this is why I changed to the grey one, because you can find it a little bit difficult to get it to go through. But, you know, with a bit of pushing, it can work. But if you just find that it's a little bit too, like it's not going through as well as you would like, then the grey one is really handy, because I find it works great. And it doesn't have that same, like even then it just shot it out. But the grey base doesn't do that. So I'll show you. Someone here showed us that, and it was such a great tip for the mini. It was actually, was it this one maybe? No, I think it was the dark one. Maybe it was the light one actually. Which one's thicker? Ah, it is the light one. There we go. So that light one, which is the embossing folder one, number 3. Number 3 is the winner. And I need another bit of Night of Navy. Oh, this is just going to fit on this scrap piece. I love it when I get like every inch of a scrap piece. Yes. You stay there, little one. You're not allowed to move. So it's just easier to wind through. And it does the job. And it does it without spitting out all the sandwich plates, which is very handy. There. So we've got lots there that we can play with, which is good. So one thing I really enjoy about these type of cards, I put that they're very easy, because they are easy, but I definitely don't put quick anymore, because they are quick cards. If I just hammered them out and stopped talking, it would be a very quick card. But, you know, I'm never going to stop talking. So I've learnt now not to say it's quick. Because you just never know what happens on a Kylie video. I digress. I need to show you the kids' cards. Okay, so let's have a look at these, and then we can sort of see what we're going to do. See what layers we want to use and what sentiments. And I'll show you the stamp set as well. Where did I pop you, little stamp set? Where did you go? Where did you go, my lovely? I think I'm going to put them down while I'm at it. Now, this is my favourite way to stick down ribbon, is basically you just get the tear and tape, and it's so handy because you can put it exactly where you want your ribbon to go. Lift that up. If you don't have nails, highly recommend the TYPT. Take your pick tool and then just, you know, lift that up And then if you want to, you could even come in with your tweezers, but you should be able to pull that then if it's freed itself from the backing. Whee! So you take your pick tool, is very handy. And then you just stick that on top and it looks like voila. Although I squished it down a bit, so we just want it to look a little bit more natural. But isn't that cool? You can actually lift it as well. The only key is just to make sure that you're actually on the tape, because you don't want it to stick out. And then on the other side, what I like to do is just tape that down. Hello, Bruno Bertucci. Can you help with anything? I'm all good. I think the only thing is you might want to head over to Facebook actually, because I don't think it's live on there anymore. Sadly. I think our Facebook peeps lost us, so maybe just let them know. If you want to keep watching Kylie, come over to YouTube. Isn't that beautiful? So just really, really simple layers there. And now all we're going to do is add this beautiful, beautiful sentiment on top. And you've got yourself an absolutely stunzer card. See, we're going to go like this. And then like that. And that's how it feeds in. Isn't that simple? And we'll take all those pieces out of the flower. I actually embossed it while it was sitting in here, but I think it's actually better not to, because the embossing powder did kind of get stuck in little bits and pieces in places. But isn't that the coolest die? I'm so impressed. How to step it up. Keep coming up with these cool ideas. So amazing. So take your pick tool and just give it a little brush there, and all those pieces will come out. Probably not a clever idea to do it on top of my card. Probably over the top of a bin would be the best suggestion for you. But no, I've got to make sure that I make as much mess in my craft room as possible. I'm here to persecute Bruno. He's like, no, stuff all over the floor. It's all right. I come in with the vacuum and everything's happy. So if you have a couple of stubborn ones, then your other end of your take your pick tool is really good. And possibly you might have to just put up with using the white base for this one, because it is quite a detailed one. Or maybe just running it through a few more times if you're going to use the light grey base. But it all comes out. You just have to be a little bit patient, that's all. Okay. But look at this one here. Isn't this gorgeous? So you could have this down here like so. And we did we do a basic white one? But that would actually look really good with the basic white one. Or another alternative, which I've only just thought of now, is if you want to use the smaller pieces, you could possibly layer these two. Well, look at you, little one. And to just bring this all together, I would bring in some of those beautiful flowers, like cut it out along this edge, and then it would kind of, yeah, I think it would sit really well if you just want a smaller sentiment on there. That's cool. Even if you did it in the same colour, like do it in basic white rather than the navy. So that's, yeah, I didn't realise that could even nest into each other's arms. Hold me in your arms. There you go. They're the three. And like, how does it create this little nest thing? It's so cool. It's like, because from here to here, it's cut out. It's just such a clever die. Such a smart little cookie. How are we going? Do you want me to vacuum now? Thanks, Frodo. So this is the Regency Park Suite, LG. Yep, very exciting. The card is quick. Kylie's a different matter. I like that, Michelle. Yeah, and Caitlin, I was saying, I'm just going to make a quick card 2 hours later. Yep, we're all the same. We've got to have fun while we're doing it, right? We've got to have a good time. I'm very excited tonight. Jesse's coming over, actually, and we're going to be playing a new game called Wingspan, which we haven't played yet. Brenna's doing all of the research for us to have a look at Wingspan. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got Jesse and another friend coming over. So it'd be nice to have a bit of a games night. I'm going to make arancini, or as I like to call it, aranchi. And I've got some spaghetti meatballs there that Jessie can have. It's my other friend. She just has, I think she's, do you call it pescatarian when you can just have seafood? She's just a seafood girl. So she can have the arancini. Well, we can all have the arancini because it's delicious. I don't know if I'm going to use the ribbon on this one after that. I will save it though, just because it's like covering majority of it anyway. Ooh, actually, no, I'm going to do that. Take it back. It's my prerogative to change my mind. But yes, that's going to be a lot of fun tonight. And we'll have some chocolate cake and have lots of fun. And Brenna and I are possibly, I say, because I'm not holding my breath, but we're possibly going on a cruise. Yes, early January. So it's like 2 weeks' time. And my brother's coming over on Saturday night. And I always love having Simon come over, but it's always like, oh my goodness, I have to do something really special for my brother because he's a chef. So I'm doing a 12-hour cooked lamb shoulder. Yes, 12 hours. It's so yummy. I've tested it a few times on other friends. Ready for Simon. And lemon potatoes. Have any of you ever had Greek lemon potatoes? If you haven't, you need to. Oh my goodness. I never thought anything could possibly be better than roasted potatoes. But I think they might even top roasted potatoes because they're like a roasted potato, but they've been bathing themselves, poaching themselves in olive oil, garlic, and lemon and oregano. And it's like, and like bone broth. It's like, oh, I didn't know potatoes could get any better. Oh, you got to Google a recipe. Greek lemon potatoes. And then once it like poaches in all that yumminess, all those juices, so then it goes really like beautiful and soft and delicious because it's absorbed all the flavors. Then you keep it in the oven and it goes all crispy. So it's like crispy lemony goodness. Crispy lemony. Oh, yes. You really feel like bathing yourself in it. It's so good. I'm going swimming in my lemon potatoes. Now, I'm going to make a bow. If I can find my little bow maker here somewhere. I put him somewhere safe. I said, I'm going to put you there because then when I need to find you, I will find you. Of course I can't find it. Of course I can't. Ooh. Oh no, I thought I saw it. I know where I put it. I found the safe spot, everyone. Now, if you don't have one of these, that's okay. You can use a fork. Pretend that this is a fork. But these are very handy. This man here is the original, so I think you can get them. I don't know if I can still get them from him, but anyway, we don't have these anymore. We don't sell these anymore, but I probably should look at getting them again because they're just so handy. But you can do it with a fork. So if you don't have this, the only thing with the fork is that it only gives you one size, which is fine. But with something like this, like you might want a bigger bow here for the space. But I find the smaller ones are cuter. This one here, I'll have a little look. I'll have a play. If I did do a bigger bow, I would more than likely wrap it around twice. Yes, lamb and potatoes. Ugh, so delicious. But it was pretty funny. One time my brother came round and he's a really good cook. Like my dad was a really good cook. He's a really good cook too. And I just didn't have time, so I just made Thai curry using Thai curry paste from the shops. I was like, yeah, I haven't got time. You're going to get my quick meal. That's my quick go-to meal. Those meals are literally no-brainer. Just chuck the paste in, chuck some coconut milk in, and then whatever's in the fridge. Here's some leftover vegetables and some meat. You just chuck it all in. And his fiance, she's so cute. She was like, Simon, why don't you ever make anything this delicious? This is the most delicious thing I've ever eaten in my life. And I'm looking at Simon's face and he's just like, are you serious? You use like packet mix Thai curry paste and my fiance thinks it's the best thing since sliced bread. It was very funny. I mean, he enjoyed it, but he was like, cheat. He's not a snob though. He's very good. But he was like, how can you compare all of the work that I do and Kylie gets all these accolades? Meanwhile, Simon's like, yes, I basted it for 48 hours. What do we think, people? So did you see what I did there? I wrapped it round twice. Isn't that the prettiest bow? Am I an eccentric foodie or just eccentric? Yeah, a bit of both. Can I be both? Am I allowed to pick both? Me, both. I must say, I love all cuisines of food. I don't think there's been a cuisine that I haven't enjoyed. Although I probably did freak out when we went to the Philippines and started eating some of their food because they do tend to have a lot of kidney and intestines in their food. And there's also a lot of bones. You seem to watch the butcher and he just goes chopping. Just chop, chop, chop. And everything gets chopped and all of the bones from the chicken are really, really tiny. And so then you're like, why am I spitting out tiny chicken bones? I didn't know chicken bones could get this tiny, but it's because it's been chopped like that. So that was an experience. What was the other? They had like a mini little fish for breakfast. Yeah, so it was a very different food for me. Japan was like that. I think breakfast was like, can I just have pancakes and eggs, please? I don't want miso soup for breakfast. Why, hello there, Margaret. Welcome. Welcome. We're having a beveragino and a bit of a chat about yummy food. So I think I'll stick down that bow and then we'll choose our sentiment. So I better find this stamp set, hadn't I? What's the stamp set that goes with this set? Oh, I found it. It was underneath the catalogue. Oops, the pen fell off the table. So here it is, Sentimental This is a winner, this one. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So another way that you could sort of bring in the sentiment, depending on what you use, you could even stamp here with some of the flowers as well. But I'm just going to keep it really simple and do... I could probably do Let's Celebrate You, and then I'll do Thanks. But you can even do the For You. Your anniversary. Do we know anyone having an anniversary this month? I think I've got someone on our anniversary list. But yeah, even this one here, you are amazing, dear friend. That's a nice one. Yep. Oh, that one's a nice one, actually. That's hidden, that one. All the wonderful things you do. Thinking of all the one. Oh, that's a really good one, actually. Maybe we'll do that one, because that fills that up really nicely too. So, I think it's this way. Yes. So I want to do that one, all the wonderful things you do. And thinking of, I think that, oh, the only thing is, I find it a little bit strange when you've got like this G. It's like you've got to do them very separate to one another. I like a font to be sort of conjoined to one another. Does that make sense? I like them to sit nested with one another. So I might end up picking a different one. What was the other one that I saw? It was Let's Celebrate You. I think that one will be a good one. Let's celebrate you. See how it's like nested really nicely, and I can go up really close. I find that sits a lot nicer than this one where it's like sort of, probably the only way I could get around it is do it really high up and this really low down here. But I don't know. What do you all think? Am I being fussy? I just love it when it's all like, all snatched. So let's have a look. We'll have a play. And let me know what you think. I can stick down that bow if I find... Did I find it? Oh no, that's the other tape. I might have to just use some... Oh, there they are. I needed a glue dot and I couldn't find them. So, go like this. I do find glue dots are the best way to stick down your bows for sure. Yay! And then we'll just do our sentiment. Oh, Michelle's doing lots of cooking too. Enjoy. I love cooking. That's my other love. Crafting and cooking. I love discovering new things, new flavors, new tastes. I find with these embossing powder, the embossing buddy, that one side brings out more powder than the other. So use the side that's got lots of powder, because you can always wipe it off later, okay? And just remember, you don't have to use this nested if you don't want to, but I like the look of it nested. I think it looks really good. Okay, so our first one is Let's Celebrate You. So let's do that one. Celebrate good times, come on. Just give it a little bit more just in case. Try and line that up. Eyeball it. Little push, but no rocking. Only rocking when we're stressed. And then we need the euro. Now I might have to, oh no, if we can see here. I was going to say I might have to emboss it first so that I can see it properly, but I think I've done okay. Can you see that? Probably could have gone a little bit higher, but I actually don't mind it. Oh, yes. And see how when you tap it, it gets majority of that off, and that's because we gave it a really good powder. The powder means that you're not going to get all those flyaways stuck on there. So I'll do this one first. So Vicky, what you're going to have to do, the best way to help hubby enjoy leftovers is say, okay, so the kids have gone. It's time for you to start cooking now. The best thing possibly that I did was allow Bruno in the kitchen, and he's a really, really good cook, like a really good cook. And it's just so handy because we've always been just the two of us. And it's just so good to know that I can say, oh, Brenna, can you cook dinner tonight? And he'll be like, sure. And yeah, he cooks something absolutely completely different to me. He has his flavours, he has his recipes he likes. But yeah, without practice, they're not going to ever improve. But I think half the battle is us letting them in the kitchen. We're like, no, it's our domain. We can't let you in the kitchen. It's the role I was meant to do. So I wonder if we can fit thanks for all the wonderful things you do. Is that pushing it? I think we could do it. I really do. I think that would be a really nice sentiment. Let's try that one. I think I'd like that more than the other one that has things in the wrong place. I don't like the G. Yeah, you can just start with simple. And if he says, no, I don't want to cook, well, you don't get to eat. Am I a cruel woman? Oh, well, I'm having eggs tonight. What would you like? You've got to cook. I forget there was a demonstrator who said every night they go out. That's their prerogative. She's like, no, I don't want to cook. I'm done with cooking, so we go out for dinner every night as a family. I'm like, you go, girl. She's like, some people have cleaners. I don't mind cleaning. She's like, but I'm not cooking. That's it. I'm done. I've done it for all these years and I'm done. I'm like, wow, that's so true. Why do we think we have to do these things if there's an alternative? Okay. So I've got to look for, I might actually start with the bottom piece. I know that sounds strange. Maybe even the center. Let's start with the center. I can come back and do that again. Okay, so here's our middle piece. It's a little bit skew-if, but I think I can handle you. I think I can deal with that. Hopefully I haven't gone over that 4. Good. I think I should have gone further down, so that I think starting with the thanks would have been a better idea, because now I have a lot of space for this piece, but the thank you is a little bit squished. It's not bad. I actually don't mind that one. Let's emboss it and see what it comes up like. Oh, probably needed some more powder, some more embossing buddy up there. So if you get these sort of flyaways, it means you haven't used enough of your embossing buddy. So what you can do is use your little paintbrush that comes with the embossing buddy kit, or the embossing kit, and just get those flyaways with your brush. And then if there's some that are really close to the letter, like you can see in here, there's some that are really close to the letter, so we can just use our take your pick tool to just free them, and I find that they come off then. I mean, it's not much of stress, but I know if some of you find, you know, you don't want those there, which I don't like those little flyers. That's my hot tip for you. Welcome, Iniki. He just doesn't clean up his mess. Well, you got to tell him. Hun, you've got to clean up your mess too. I'm not cleaning up tonight. Good communication, Vicky. If you don't enjoy it, you just say, honey, you got to clean up. I'm taking the night off tonight. When I cook, I clean. So when you cook, you've got to clean. Thank you. Thank you. I'm off to read now. Bye-bye. I remember Bruno's mum, she used to say, oh, yeah, I hate it. It doesn't cook. He doesn't like, you know, like he has to depend on me for everything, Bruno's dad. He always needs me to cook. And I'm like, well, have you ever let him in your kitchen? She's like, oh, no. Couldn't let him in my kitchen. And I'm like, well, that's why you're always cooking. And she's like looking at me like, where's my empathy? I'm like, don't have empathy for you. You've got to let him in the kitchen. And she did eventually. I need to put away his dirty plates, but you know, that was progress for her. I was like, wow, you let Dad bring a dirty plate to the bench. And Bruno's dad would look at us and he goes, I took the plate to the bench. And we're like, Bruno's like, do you want us to clap you? Wow. You're amazing. You took a plate to the bench. Incredible. I've never seen anything so incredible in my life. But I think when these men retire, it's good for them to help a bit more. That's what I said to Bruno's mum when Dad retired. I'm like, let him help more. Like, he's home all the time now. So share the load, help each other out. It's a new form of communication when you retire. Because when they're working, like, fair enough, you want to do all the things around the house and they're working, and if you're not working, well, okay, fair enough. But if ooh, this would be nice, wouldn't it? Where it's like you don't have to overlap both sides. Let's have a look and see. I think I prefer it without. Oh, no, I think I like it overlapped. I was like, do I leave it? No, I really like it with the overlap. How good does that look? Oh, poor Iniki. So I really like them. Doesn't that look good? And we're going to put them on dimensionals, of course, because we love to pop it up. We'll prop him up and say, hello. Hello there. Yeah, it seems to be something I'm learning to do lately, is just learning limits and learning to say help, learning to say no, learning to, yeah, just listen to my body a bit more. I think as I get older, I'm like, I can't do the same things I used to do before, and it's okay to say I can't do that. I'm tired, or can you help, or find an alternative. Like sometimes I think we just keep pushing, but it's like, you know what? Hang on a second. What are you pulling your weight here? Are you helping? Can you do something to help me? And I think it's very important for us to know our limits and to communicate them. Because I used to get like cranky pants all the time, like huffing around the place, cranky that I'm doing things. But, you know, I just had to ask. I just had to say, look, do you think you can help me do this? Like somehow I'm some sort of martyr by doing something that I don't feel like doing or that I don't have the energy to do, instead of just asking for help. Or even like that demonstrator, she's like, no, I'm not cooking. Or get a cleaner, or I get my shopping delivered and it's the best thing ever. Don't have to set foot into a shopping centre, and it's like, oh, it's the best. I've made my life so much easier. Yeah, have a look at what you do. How can I make my job easier? Can I delegate this to someone? Can someone help me with it? Now I think I'll put it here, yeah, towards the middle, and then I think I'm going to have a bow on here as well, and we'll just sort of raise that up a little bit. But it's only taken me to 44 to learn that I'm not being rude if I say no. I need to know what I can do. And if the people don't like the fact that I've said no, well, they're not very good friends, are they? Yep, keep life as simple as possible. Yep. Cindy, do online food shopping. Can you do online food shopping? Honestly, it has changed my life. It is the best thing. I cannot recommend it enough. Like, I didn't mind food shopping. I just would waste a lot of time, and it would be like, you know, I'd have to carry everything like all at once. I'm like, yes, I can carry this all at once. And I'd end up putting my back out and my shoulder out, and because I've been trying to carry everything all at once. And when I'm at the shops, I find like I just buy more things, maybe because they're on special, but I don't necessarily need them. But online is fantastic because I have a bit more control over what I'm buying. I did a yearly shopping thing with, here in Australia, the shopping centres, Woolworths. So you can do Woolworths or Coles, but I did one with Woolies, and yeah, it's really good. You just pay a yearly amount. Oh, all my snips are so blunt. And I even stole a pair of Bruno's, and I don't know where I've put them. He was undoing a parcel. I'm like, click. I'm stealing them because I'm buying a blunt. Yeah, they're still blunt. Bruno was probably using his blunt ones to open parcels. So yeah, get some really good scissors, everyone. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. So I could do it even like this, where the bow is that way along the line, but I think it looks better sitting up like so. Yeah, I think I like it up there. It looks like a present. Unwrap me. Yeah, Caitlin, you haven't been well, have you? There's so many that aren't feeling well. And that's another thing I think where we have had to learn our limits, because we're all just feeling very tired and very, not quite ourselves. So we have to know our limits. Know when it's like, you know what, I really need to rest now, or I really need to say no here. I need to pull this off. I've cut it the wrong way. I had it upside down, and so then, of course, I cut it the wrong way. Oh, my goodness. There was one more here. I'm sure there is one more here. Where are you? Where are you, good snips? I know I had you somewhere. Gone. Went on a walkabout. Oh yeah, these are a bit better. Maybe if I use it up the top there. I'm just going to do them straight now, because I don't have enough ribbon to make it. Yay! That's better. Look at all the frayed edges. So yes, people, get sharp snips. That's on my list of things to get. I'm going to shout myself 4 snips and put all of the rest in a drawer where they're never going to be found again. I probably should actually see if I can sharpen them. Can you take your snips to get sharpened somewhere? Come on, snippies. Come and get sharpened. Now, I'm going to do one last thing, which is to put our inserts in, because, it's nice to have an inside decorated. We don't want a nudie Rudy. Aren't they just so pretty? And I would never, ever pick these colours. But, like I said, just look at them individually, the papers, not as a combo. Because if you look at these papers as a combo, it's like, ugh, what is going on here? This is a mess. But individually, these papers are absolutely gorgeous. And actually, I'll do another one. A big hot tip is to get all of these cut down. If you've got, you want to do something in your craft room, but you're just not vibing it, then just sit there and just cut all of these inserts. They're so handy to have them all ready to go. And I just usually have them in my drawer, and I have them pre-done, and it's just so handy. Really good. So on one, I'm just going to put a piece here, because we're using the piece that we had left over, which is very useful. And then the other one, that's the simplest way to do a decoration on the inside. And I'll do it on that one actually. There we go. You're happy? Oh, little one. Oh, that's right, I didn't stick it down. Where did I put my tape? That could help. Glue dot. There you go. Oh my goodness, that bow is so adorbs. And then we're going to do this one. So there's a few things you could do. You could stamp along the edge, but what you could actually do, ta-da, is use some ribbon. Because we've got it here. Look how much ribbon we have got. Got meters of the stuff. How much ribbon do we all have left over? Ugh, so many. Let's be honest with ourselves. How many ribbons have you got hiding away? So I'm just going to do slightly off the edge there. Tear. You don't have to go all the way to the edge because you're going to be wrapping it over. And again, take your pick tool to just lift off that backing. Look at that. Whee! See, you just lift it underneath there, and then it gives you plenty of pull room. So we've got a little bit on each side here. Look how blunt it is. Oh, dearie me. Pull it over and tape that down. And then you're going to be gluing it too, so, or using other tape. I don't pull this off, by the way. I just keep it like that. Because if I pull that off, then it's going to possibly stick in a place I don't want it to. So this just makes it a lot easier. Isn't that the coolest? So just a simple little accent there, but I think it looks really good. Oops. And then glue like normal. No one's going to see the back, so it's like if someone hands you embroidery, don't look at the back. You're not there to look at the back, you're there to look at the front. Hi, Rachel. Good to see you. And then we've got so much paper that why not decorate the inside too? Because there really is just so much of this paper left over from October. Look, you get so many of these sheets. Isn't that brilliant? And then you know what to do with the leftover piece now. Because I showed you. I showed you what to do. I said this is what you do with your 6x6 people. I said love, I said pet. This is what you do. And then you have this amazingly decorated card. And you can use all these extra pieces on a beautiful card later. Maybe you decide to do the embossing one. I think it would look gorgeous with some balmy blue embossed next to it. Or the petal pink. Wow. You can really dance. Look how beautiful that is. It just completes it. There we go. Oh, so pretty. What do we think, everyone? That was so much fun. Oh, Deirdre had a big order today. Woo-hoo-hoo. Party in your house, Deirdre. So I'll take another picture with these two, hey? Or should we take a picture with all of them? I think that will be fun, hey? Cover them all here. Oh, so pretty. Isn't it beautiful paper? And I hope that I've won you all over with this because, yeah, my team was like, I don't know. It's not really doing anything for me. So here we go. Yay. Got a flyer here. My hair was not behaving today. Yay. So good. Thank you for joining. So this is the Regency Park. I remembered again. Regency Park suite. So if this is not on your list, you definitely, especially for me, like remember that with the suite, that if there's a particular part of the suite that you don't like, you can actually just take it off. The only thing that's discounted in the suites is the bundle. So there's nothing else discounted. So if there's one part of it, the suite, that you think, I don't really want the other stamp set and the other dies, but I really love the Sentimental Park bundle, then just pull out the other bundle. Because the dies are absolutely incredible in this set. And I think, for me, I'm always looking for new sentiments and new designs. So this bundle in particular, and the paper and the ribbon are a no-brainer. But maybe there's another bundle, in the suite. And I'll show you that one. Where are we here? It's page 32, and it's called Petal Park. So it's actually a punch. So you might just want the punch, or you may not want the Petal Park dies. Totally up to you. But that's the Petal Park stamp set there. And it is a 2-step stamping, so it is cool. I think this one here, yes. And then that's the die, the punch, I mean. So you can see here that this is 2-step stamping because you've got your leaves, and then you must be able to line up the flowers in here, and then add more leaves if you want to add more leaves. But if this bundle's not your thing, then don't feel you have to get the whole suite. You can just take that out for now, and your bundle is your main discount. So yeah, I think the paper and the Sentimental Park bundle is a really good start. The embossing folder is really gorgeous. That's that one there. So you can see just the detail in that is absolutely gorgeous. It's called Cane Weave, and I didn't use it today, which I really should have highlighted it for you, but it's the textured 12x12 shimmer paper, and it's got like a really full on texture to it. It's really interesting, but that may not be something that you want, so you could omit that. We actually, I think these are the ones that we didn't get the Milky Dots. Maybe we do have the Milky Dots. Let's have a look. I think it might be, if it's anywhere, it will be in the new let me see here. Yeah, I don't think I've got the Milky Dots, because I did have a container here with the new things in it, but I may not have it here. Ooh, hello. Things falling off the bench. Is this it here? No. Yeah. But anyway, the Milky Dots, I personally love any embellishment, but you may not use embellishments, so that's up to you as well. So yeah, don't stress if you might look at the price and think, oh, I can't afford that whole suite. No, I can't have it. But just feel like you can break it up. Don't feel like you have to get the whole suite. So just remind yourself that you can get bits and pieces that you might want. But it does make it convenient as well. If you know that you want the lot, then sure, I'll have the lot. Yeah. So yeah, the Petal Park may not be for you, or maybe you just want the punch, because the punch is quite handy. But yeah, you can choose. Don't feel locked in to have to get the sweet. You can get something else instead that you really, really fall in love with. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for all being here. That was really fun. And thank you for putting up with my technical errors with the iPad being full of data. I'll have to do I found a 1 hour video on there. So I deleted that. I went, that could be why the iPad's full. Yeah. Oh, that's great. And yeah, so hopefully tonight we'll have a lot of fun. I'll make some arancini this afternoon and maybe a chocolate cake, another chocolate cake. So that will be good. And then tomorrow night with my brother, and then we're dog sitting as well. We're dog sitting his dog because he's going away. But yes, we don't celebrate Christmas, so we won't say have a good Christmas because we don't celebrate Christmas, but we know that a lot of you will be catching up with family and friends. So enjoy your time, enjoy your holidays, enjoy eating lots of yummy food. And we appreciate the fact that you all watch us and you support us, especially this year. I will have another live next week, but possibly while we're away, I'll just do a pre-recorded one for you. Did I just see Siffa in the house? Hi, Siffa. Hi, kids. Hi, Happy Sippa. Hi, Offa. Hi, Manu. Good to see you all. Hi, Sophia. It's a family with a lot of children. They've got lots and lots of children. So I have to make sure I mention you all. So yes, I really hope you get to enjoy some time off and you get to relax. Bruno and I are so looking forward to our cruise. And yeah, we're so grateful Jesse's actually looking after Jasper and Bella for us. So we're really excited about that. Yes, you had me at cake. Yes. So thank you so much for an amazing year. We will be here next week, but we really appreciate all of you and we're really grateful for your support. And please share this if you think that there's anyone that wants to watch or would like to enjoy this. And if you're new to card making and you live in Australia, we would love to look after you. So just message us for more details and how to get this catalogue sent to you. Because we have catalogues here to send. So if you want to see this new catalogue, let us know. And we'll get it sent out to you. So have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful day. And hope you get some crafting done this week. And hopefully I've inspired you. Feel free to copy and selectively edit or even copy it direct. Totally up to you. Thank you. Thanks, Carrie. See you all soon, everyone. See you next week. Bye. Thanks for your support. See you soon. Thank you, Deirdre. You're leaving me. Bye, everyone. See you soon. Aw, thanks, Carrie.